It's amazing how quickly 30 minutes, comes upon you. So, and I have so many more questions I want to ask, but I do want to get to some of the final questions because I think these are important. How do you pick who should write your teacher recommendation, and what do you need to provide that teacher for them to help you do that?
We start talking to juniors early in the year. I think a lot of us do. We're pretty much we do a lot of the same things because our kids, we're trying to all get them going to college and thinking the same way. So we start junior year, and we tell them, colleges are really looking for junior, senior teachers. They're really not interested in how you did freshman English. They want to see how you've been doing as a mature junior, senior, an older teenager. So we ask them to pick, really look at your core teachers, the writing and the math. It depends a lot, too, on what you're majoring in. If you're looking to go into medicine, they probably want to see a science teacher or a math teacher. So, it all depends on what you're looking at doing and where you're planning on going. And teachers are writing about students as an academic student. They don't want to know from a teacher, what did they do in after-school activities.
Right.
They really want to know what kind of student they're going to be in the classroom. So, and then kids pick, it's usually 2 teachers. And we help them do that, but usually pretty good at figuring out who knows them well.
Who knows you well in the classroom? Who can speak to who you are in the classroom? Because that's going to be a determination of your success in college. So, yeah, I'd say minimally it's usually 2 is good to have. Some students will have more. Some students will have 10, and then it's a matter of sorting out which ones. And in some cases we'd tell students it's okay to have more because you can also use them for scholarships as well. So we'll figure out which ones make the most sense for this application or these applications. But yeah, someone who knows you well in the classroom.
They're looking for 2 teachers and a guidance counselor. So the guidance counselor, this is a good reason why students should get to know the guidance counselor right from grade 9, and really get to know, so we can get to know each other, and it really helps us write a better letter for them.
And how does the student arrange to have the high school send the transcripts to the colleges?
Well, it all depends. Some schools now have everything online. Everything's going electronically. I think you're at that point, aren't you?
Nope.
No. Okay.
Nope.
So it varies from high school to high school?
Right. But there's a procedure. Every school has a different procedure, but it usually involves the guidance office and forms.
Or another reason why to get very in good with the guidance counselors.
Some schools are all set up now and everything's electronic, which is what we're all aiming for. It's just taking some of us a little bit longer than others to get there. But yeah, pretty soon it's going to be just electronic click of a button and we'll get things sent off. So,
but the important part is a request has to be made to the guidance office because we can't read people's minds when they hit something and hit submit and it's sent electronically. We don't know that a student has submitted something electronically unless they tell us. So we always get those phone calls. There's a school in Florida that called us a couple times that said, hey, this so-and-so's applied. And we said, really? We didn't know about that. We'll get you a transcript. So students have to be sure to let people know that they're applying.
So many more things I think we could cover, but I think we are out of time. This has been very informative and helpful.
Oh, great.
And it's a lot of information. But I'd like to tell everyone, if they'd like to review this show, because there was a lot of information that we mentioned here today, you can download our shows from the College for Me Androscoggin website. That's a big term to say, all in one word. And the URL for the website is going to be displayed on your screen. Our next show, which we hope to have out in January, will deal with the FAFSA, the dreaded financial aid form, because after you've applied to college, you want to try to apply for financial aid. I'd like to thank Hillary and Deborah for coming in today and all the great information that you provided. I'd also like to really thank the Androscoggin guidance community for their support for this idea for the show. And a big thank you to the great people here at Great Falls Public Access Television for directing and producing the show. And thank you for joining us. All Things College is a production of the University of Southern Maine's Lewiston-Auburn College. And if you have any questions about today's show or any questions or suggestions for the show in the future, feel free to contact me, Dan Philbrick, at dan@allthingscollege.net. And until next time, take care.